Hey everybody, welcome me back as I welcome you back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a minute, but I wanted to come back with this dime that I received this week. So I hope you're encouraged. Please make sure you like and subscribe and comment below. Let me know how you like this dime, if it encouraged you. Yeah. And even if you have questions, hit me up. So earlier this week, I was walking from work and I looked down on the floor and I saw this big ant. Like, it's not no little ant. Like, it's a big ant. It's huge, about this big. And this is like, it seems small the way I'm doing this, but like for an ant, this is huge. And so I saw it and I looked down at it. I looked at it for a couple of seconds and it didn't bother me, but then after some time I was like, nah, that one can't live, because I don't want a whole bunch of those things running around. So shamefully so, I killed it, right? I killed it mostly because, not because of nothing. It wasn't gonna bite me. It was a black ant, but just because it was big and it threatened me and I felt some kind of way about it just crawling around. So I stepped on it. And earlier this week, one of my friends, she is a up-and-coming professional dancer, and she dances for different gigs with her friends who all grew up dancing. And then she also is semi-professional because she dances with other big name artists on big stages. And she called me to explain to me after a show that she had this week what her dance mates said. Basically, her dance mates weren't very happy with her performance for the evening. She performed and she probably danced her heart out, but this particular night her performance wasn't up to par. They decided to scrutinize her. I believe mostly because she's now what I'd like to call the big ant syndrome. And they basically was like, yo, you can't be no big time dancer dancing for all these big people and you coming on the stage and you flinching like that. What's up with you? You gotta be on your game. And so they were really harsh with her, and obviously that scrutiny hurt her, it touched her, and that's why she called me to kind of vent. And I was like, take it easy for a second. Let's look at this from a different lens. So I explained to her, like, yo, did you realize that now that you're the big ant, right, you becoming big, and your friends aren't, they feel threatened by you. Something like I felt threatened by that big ant that wasn't even doing nothing but living and crawling across the floor. So it wasn't threatening, that big ant that I stepped on. It wasn't a red ant. It was, and even the red ants, even the tiny ones, them things are monsters, yo. Like, you see that baby ant? See? And it wasn't even one of those. It was just a big ant just crawling, living its life, and I stepped on it. And I was like, perhaps you're one of those big ants to your friends and they threatened by you. And when people are threatened, they will attack. The same way, poor me, sorry. I killed the darn ant. Lord, forgive me. I killed your creation. But I feel like that's how some of our friends are when we're the big ants in their circle. Another thing I had to explain to her is that big ants are unusual. They're not usual. You don't see them often. And now that it's summer, we're seeing a lot more bugs and animals, and I like to call them animals. Like, flies aren't flies, they're birds, for real. They're like this big, for real, in my eyes. They're just annoying. So like big ants, I never see them in the winter, obviously. And now that it's summertime, I'm starting to see these type of animals, and I'm just like, look, big ants aren't usual. And you most certainly don't find a big ant in every single circle of friends, but you probably ain't gonna find two when you find a big ant. So of course, when they're unusual, these people are really threatened. Be aware, recognize that this is normal. If somebody sees a big ant, it's gonna be like, whoa, 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 because like, this ain't normal. In their mind, they don't even know how to grasp the idea that they got a big ant in their circle. Rather than to embrace it, they hate. Recognize that you're chosen. They gonna hate. It's just the way it is. Unfortunately, those are your hating friends. And since you're no longer normal, you're now on a different level, they're gonna try to like bring you down, water your shine down. The lesson is, as you move forward, as you get bigger, as you become this big ant, recognize that these people may not be able to follow you in your journey of getting bigger. And they're probably going to hate. They're probably going to even attack you as you're getting bigger because, nah, you don't need to be that big around here. That's how they're perceiving it. Don't take it personal. Period. Don't take it personal. You can't. You just have to recognize that that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. And I read this quote, and it said, because you can't change people, change the people around you. And it's true. You can't change those people. You can't tell them, look, I'm just a big ant. You know, you could be big too. You can't even explain that sometimes to people. They don't get it. All you could do is really just change your circle. And maybe that might hurt because these are your best friends. You grew up dancing and twirling with them or whatever. Don't worry about that. I feel like that's the way it's supposed to go. God will provide you new friends along the way. And as you get these new friends, these people will teach you lessons. These people, these big ant people that you will now be encountered with as you move up to be a big ant, those people are going to be the ones to teach you lessons, to show you how to be a big ant, to show you how to thrive amongst other big ants in your arena, whatever your lane is, whatever you're doing. You may not be dancing like my friend. You may be, and I don't know, you may be an executive of some sort in a high role in a business. It doesn't matter. Whatever type of big ant you are, just recognize that it's normal for you probably to be the only big ant in your circle, but you gotta move. Get yourself new friends that are gonna accept you and help you. And those new friends also, they're not gonna be the ones to scrutinize you. They're gonna be the ones to be like, hey, we all have off days. Don't worry about it. Brush it off and get back on it. You got this. The next one's gonna be better. And those are the friends that you need, the ones that are gonna encourage you. Not those little ants, those ratchet little red ants in your circle that's out here trying to bite you and kill you and do whatever else. Nah. You need the ants in your circle that are gonna train you to be better, a better big ant. So my prayer for you all is that if you're that big ant in your circle, don't get stepped on, first of all. Don't get stepped on. And I pray that you guys will recognize your gift, your talents that the Lord is giving you. And if it's calling for you to move on to bigger heights, higher heights, deeper waters, if it's calling you and causing you to move. And recognize that the Lord will place you in a circle of new big ants that will shape you. And He will also give you the wisdom as you move forward, so that you're able to thrive amongst the other big ants in the circle in which you're being called to, you're being beckoned to. I hope this dime has blessed you. I hope you're encouraged. I hope it makes sense, because sometimes they come in my mind and they're jumbled, but this is how the Holy Spirit lays it on me, and I try to give it as clearly as possible. Let me know if you have questions. Send me comments below. Send me a message. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Sayonara. Like, I'm not no little ant. Like, it's a big ant. I don't know how to explain it. Like, look at my finger next to it. Ants don't be this big. Like, they shouldn't be. Like, you see how big it is? See you guys later. Bye.